one of the high-level findings of the PI study is that the industrial ecosystem in the United States has large holes in it now, and we're quite concerned about these holes. Specifically, if we go back 20, 30 years, we had very large vertically integrated firms like Kodak, Xerox, IBM, certainly the automotive companies, and also large research centers like Bell Labs that were big forces of innovation that provided also spillover benefits into the population, like training that spawned smaller companies. A lot of those large vertically integrated firms have now either disappeared or drastically reduced their activities just on core activities. And so these spillover effects are not as strong as they used to be. Many of the smaller firms we've interviewed are finding it increasingly difficult to generate a lot of these resources, training, investing in new equipment and machinery by themselves. And so what we are proposing is a number of mechanisms such as private-public partnerships in the area of innovation and manufacturing to strengthen and re-energize this American industrial ecosystem. One of the key questions that we addressed in the PI study in a module that I led was the question on what are the trends in advanced manufacturing technologies. Which manufacturing technologies that are currently being developed have the potential to not just enhance productivity, but really transform manufacturing as we do it today. And what we found is through a series of surveys, review of the literature, through visits at MIT labs, and also in these 250 firms, is that there are 7 major trends or major categories in manufacturing that are really transformative. One of these, I'll mention a couple of them. One of these is additive manufacturing, rapid prototyping, and 3D printing. It's the ability to create objects without dedicated tooling from the ground up, either from materials in powder form or in the form of wires or sheets, and to gradually build up very complex three-dimensional objects that don't just have the geometry that we're looking for, but also have the material properties that are essential. Another very exciting area is human-robotic collaboration. Traditionally, people have thought about industrial automation and robots replacing human labor. We're seeing increasingly robots being used as assistants to humans to mutually enhance each other's capabilities. That is a very challenging area of research. It requires a different approach, a different philosophy for how to design robots. But we see quite a bit of potential in that. Another area that is very exciting is essentially the whole area of biomanufacturing and manufacturing of small molecules. So to turn cells into small programmable factories. This is an area that is very active at MIT. And so what we will present is essentially how these manufacturing technologies are likely to evolve and how they will transform manufacturing. One of the trends that we think is likely to occur is that the large monolithic factories of the past will disappear, or there will be fewer of them, and we will have a much more distributed, smaller scale manufacturing enterprise that is both in a sense more flexible, more nimble, but also more distributed and responsive to local needs.